From the station that's on your side, you're watching News 19 at noon.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Bradley Singleton. Well, 21-year-old Dylan Roof was in federal court today to face dozens of federal charges. A federal magistrate entered not guilty pleas on 33 federal charges, including the hate crimes Roof is the sole suspect in a Charleston deadly church shooting in June. Roof's lawyers told the judge Roof wished to plead guilty but did not advise him to until the end if they find out the death penalty will be sought. Roof appeared in a gray striped prison jumpsuit, answered yes several times in response to judges' questions, but otherwise didn't speak. Interstate 20 is back open after an incident between a tractor trailer and SUV blocked lanes. It happened a little before 7 a.m. on I-20 East near Highway 178 in Lexington County. The Highway Patrol says that tractor trailer went off the right side of the road and spilled the metal pipes it was carrying. Troopers continue to investigate. No word on the cause or any injuries. Well, a Sumter restaurant found itself in hot water when a DHEC inspection discovered live chickens in the kitchen. On June 30th, Kobe's Japanese Steakhouse was visited by DHEC for a routine inspection. When they got there, they found 7 to 8 chickens, both dead and alive, in the kitchen. The restaurant got points deducted and overall C grade. DHEC did a follow-up inspection a week later and gave Kobe's an A. Amy Zhao, the owner of the restaurant, says it will never happen again.
My restaurant is, I do the best I can, good food, a lot of customers, like, oh, you do the best. I say, I proud myself because in the 11 years, we have a lot of good customers.
Well, WLTX visited the restaurant and it looked clean both inside and outside of the kitchen. The Department of Health says the facility has been referred to their enforcement staff. Right now, the Coast Guard is holding a news conference on the 2 Florida boys who are still missing at sea, where they just announced they are suspending the search. Last night, 80 people turned out to a vigil in Florida for the teens. The Coast Guard says crews scoured waters from Florida to South Carolina, but haven't found any new clues in disappearance. The 2 boys have been missing a week. No one at the vigil has met them, but organizers say the story of their disappearance has affected them.
I can't even explain it. It's just an overwhelming feeling that I know that they're out there somewhere and they need help.
I do believe in miracles. Miracles happen every day to people all over the world, and there's always hope, and we just shouldn't give up hope.
The family say they'll continue with a private search if the Coast Guard halts it. Well, Zimbabwe authorities confirmed that they will seek the extradition of American dentist who killed a lion that was lured out of a national park and shot and killed, the country's minister of environment said government was taking the issue seriously and appreciated the international support on social media.
So much outcry now, and I'm very happy that I've been following on Facebook that almost 500,000 people are calling for his extradition, and we need that support because this is the route that we are taking as Zimbabwe. We are taking the issues very serious.
Well, earlier this week, American hunter Walter James Palmer issued a statement saying he relied on his guide to ensure the hunt was legal. A Malaysian official says investigators should know by this weekend if the wreckage found off the coast of Africa is from missing Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. CBS's Jonathan Vigilati has the latest from Reunion Island.
This 6-foot piece of wreckage that washed up on Reunion Island is expected to be flown to investigators in France tonight. Aviation experts will examine it.
The part of the wing washed up about 2,500 miles from where investigators thought Flight 370 had crashed. Heading back to the Palmetto State, a 9th Air Force headquarters at Shaw Air Force Base now has a new commander. In a change of command ceremony, Major General Palamu Jr. handed over the reins to Major General Mark Kelly as the 9th Air Force Commander. Kelly will be responsible for 8 active duty wings and more than 20,000 active duty and civilian personnel. Still ahead, the heat and humidity is expected to stay through the weekend. Efren is back with their 7-day forecast. Plus, if you plan on heading out in the heat, we've got a product that could tell you when you need more sunscreen. The details still ahead.